Hi. So when you hear someone say they have their finances together, what comes to mind? Welcome to Talks Tuesday. I'm Coach D. If you've been here before, welcome back. If it's your first time, Talk Tuesday is our weekly segment where we go over tips to help you enhance your finances. And this month's topic is the next level of your financial life. Today's video is having your finances together isn't what you think. So, what do you think about the question I asked when I opened up? When you hear someone say they have their finances together, what comes to mind? All right, because social media shows us financial success as the big homes, the cars, the boats, and all those things. But in reality, those people who look like they're having so much financial success are stressed and have a lot of debt. So today we are going to talk about what having your finances together really looks like. So I'm going to go over a couple things that I have jotted down to discuss for today. So let's get started. Financial success, a big one, is actually knowing what's going out and what's coming in with your finances. Many people don't know what's going on with their finances. They don't know how much is really coming in, how many, uh, you know, different types of income do you actually have? Do you know where it's coming from? Do you know when it's coming? Do you know the deductions? So, if you have employment, how much are you receiving? We know how much we make an hour. We know how many hours we work. We know how to do that calculation, okay? But how much is coming out for your medical? Do you have life insurance with your job? How much is coming out for that? Are you in the union? How much is coming out for that? Do you have an FSA or HSA? How much is coming out for that? So there's different things. If you're a part of different programs, we have donations at my place of employment, so I have money coming out for that. But just thinking about the whole thing, take a moment to look at your paycheck. When's the last time you actually looked at it? And just looked at, okay, this is what I started with, bringing home. This is what came out. And then this came out. And then this came out. So just really just taking a look because we're so programmed to just look at, okay, this much went into my bank account, but know why, know where you started and know how you got to this amount being deposited into your account. So, I challenge you to look at your pay stub and really see what's going on. So then you know why you started with this amount, but you received this amount. Okay. So that's number one, to, having your finances together, knowing what's coming in, what's going out. So going out, what expenses are you paying? How often are you paying them? What's the rate that you're paying them? Is it changing every month? Is it changing every quarter? Is it changing yearly? These type of things we should know about our finances. Some expenses will stay the same. Some fluctuate depending on how much you're using them. Those are variable expenses. So it's important to know that. And you'll have some expenses that, okay, you're paying the same amount for the whole year, and then it goes up that next year, and then you're paying that same amount. So just be familiar with what's coming in, what's going out. You're not guessing. You have the awareness of what's really happening because that's going to give you the confidence to be able to decide, okay, I know I can, buy this house next year or in 6 months. I know or my family can take this vacation. I know my family can afford to get this new car and trade our car and different things. You're able to make decisions knowing absolutely what you can do by knowing exactly what's coming in, what's going out, tracking your expenses when they're actually happening, not missing one because, oh, I forgot that one comes out every 3 months, or I forgot that one comes out every year in April. And then it hits your account and throws things off, not because you don't have the money, but maybe you didn't have the money in that account. So different things happen. So that's number one, having your finances together, knowing what's coming in, what's going out. Another one, you feel comfortable looking at your numbers, not, I looked at my bank statement, a couple months ago. No, I look at my bank statement every single month. You should be looking at it every time you receive it, whether it's a physical or it's coming to you digitally via email. When you get that email, let you know your statement is ready. Click on it and go look at it. Maybe if you're doing something new, but don't forget to go back and look at it. Don't avoid your accounts because we can't avoid our finances because looking at it will help you to see one, what's going in, like the last one, what's going into your account, what's coming out, and you're able to track things. I recently found a transaction on my statement that wasn't correct. So had I not looked, how would I know? The same thing with receipts. Something that just happened to my mother. We went to the store and she had purchased some chicken where it was like this price, but then it had a sale ticket of this price. But when she checked out, they charged her the top ticket price and not the sale price. If she hadn't looked at her receipt and looked at what she paid versus what she was supposed to pay, she would have lost that money. Yes, it was $5, but $5 adds up. So just not even at the grocery store, other places you might go, be mindful of that. Look at your receipts. Make sure you weren't double charged. Maybe you go to the grocery store, maybe not even grocery store. Maybe you go to, Walmart, Target, somewhere. You go somewhere and they could scan something twice on accident. I'm sure it doesn't happen on purpose, but if you're not checking your receipt, you wouldn't know. So feeling comfortable with your numbers and actually looking at things and not just shoving that receipt in your pocketbook like we sometimes do, like, I'll look at that later. And then, you don't see it again until you until you clean your pocketbook out. Okay. So, take a look at it. Because understanding your finances so important. So in all aspects, not just your bank accounts, not just your credit cards. Look at those receipts. Okay. The next thing I have, having financial boundaries. That's not saying yes to everything. Someone wants to go out every weekend. I can't go out every weekend. I have goals. I have financial goals. I'm trying to pay this debt off, or I'm trying to buy this house, or I'm trying to um, go on this vacation. Okay, I keep saying vacation. As you know, if you don't know, we had a house fire last year, so I am looking forward to a vacation after we get home and get settled. Okay? But go on that vacation. But setting your boundaries, okay, I can't do this all the time. I can't do this as often because I have boundaries because I'm doing this. I have intentions to do this. Or if you have someone who's always asking you, can I hold this? Can I borrow this and never give it back to you? Or can you cover this for me? Or can I use your card and use your points? Or can I use your account? No, we have to set boundaries. Say no, it's okay. If they don't have it and you keep giving it to them, eventually you won't have it. So set those financial boundaries. Okay. That's a big part of having our finances together is setting boundaries so we can if they are together, they can stay together. Okay. The next one I have is you feel more confident than you did last year or the 6 months ago or whatever. Building, and getting better with your finances is about feeling better. It's about, maybe before when I used to look at my credit card statement, I hated to look at it. But now when it comes in, I can open it right up and look at it and there's no problem. I feel good about looking at it. I feel good about seeing what I'm, knowing what I'm going to see. I feel good about knowing what I'm comparing to last month. I feel good about, I can see how much I've paid off. I can see how much interest I've saved. So, having that confidence, that's a wonderful thing. That's what we need. That's what we want. So, it grows one decision at a time. Confidence with your finances does not come overnight. So that's a big one. So, keep going so you can get to the financial confidence and I feel better, just even 1 month, 2 months, you might feel better. Okay. So I hope this was, helpful to you. And, sometimes when we think of the big flashy things, meaning financial success, but these are the things that are financial success that we don't talk about. So, if you didn't write that down, maybe, watch this replay over, rewind it and start it over and take notes. Write down because you have more financial success than you believe you do. Maybe you don't have that car yet. Maybe you don't have that home yet. And it's coming, but you still have financial success. All right. So I'm going to leave you with 2 reflection questions. 1, how have I been defining financial success? Just like we started in the beginning, what we see, and then we learn some different things. But I want you to think, how have you been defining your financial success before you started or before you watched this video? 2, have I been chasing appearances or building peace? Am I worried about how I look? Getting this new purse, getting this, this new car, not because I want it, because it will make people think that I'm, doing better than I am, or make them think that I'm doing good. Sometimes we don't realize we don't have to show we're doing good just because we're doing good. Everybody doesn't have to know we're doing good. We know we're doing good. Okay. Or you're building that peace with your finances and I'm good. I can do this, I can do that, I can plan this. So, have I been chasing appearances or building peace? All right. So, I leave you with having your finances together is not about perfection. It's not about impressing other people. It's often much quieter than people expect. All right. So, I hope you get to your financial peace. If this conversation helped you to think about your finances differently, I invite you to download our free financial health check, which is a 3-page PDF, which helps you to see actually where your finances are. Page 1, I give you a list of numbers to write in. Page 2, I give you equations to put those numbers in. Page 3, I show you what your answers mean. Okay, so if you have this answer, you're doing wonderful here. You have this answer, you can work on this. And this answer, maybe you should focus on this. So, really, to help you see where you are. So, I challenge you to download it, but not only download it, but to actually fill it out and see where you stand. Don't download it and say, I'm going to do it. No, just do that thing. All right. So, thank you for tuning in. We'll be back August 4th for our next live. That'll be our first live since we took a little break. All right. So, I'll see you then.